Hello, everybody, and welcome to Persistence Playbook. I'm your host, Brett McDermott, and the mission of this show, as always, is to help you defeat daily resistance and do the important work that you were born to do. On today's show, we will go over 10 ways to get started manifesting your journey. Manifestation is not just some woo-woo magic. It's based in real science, and the top performers in the world across many verticals use manifestation in their daily routines. So we're going to go 1 through 10 ways to start manifesting your ideal future. And it starts right now on Persistence Playbook. All right, let's talk a little manifestation, right? I think a lot of people hear that word and they think that is just another word for nonsense and that stuff doesn't work. But the truth is, I have interviewed over 100 tremendously successful people in many different fields, and many of them do have some sort of manifestation, affirmations, or visualization practice that they lean into on a daily basis. So, why does manifestation matter? And I would say it's not just about wishful thinking, it's about aligning your mindset, your emotions, and your actions with the future that you want to create. When you learn to intentionally focus your energy and attention, you start to notice more opportunities, take more inspired action, and build more belief in what's possible for your life. It's not magic, it's not voodoo, it's mindset. It's clarity and momentum working together. And whether you're manifesting a new career, a relationship, or maybe it's inner peace, it all starts with showing up differently. So we're going to go right down the list here 10 ways to get started with manifestation, because I think a lot of people out there just, they're curious. They'd like to give it a shot. This whole manifesting our ideal reality thing, like, sounds cool, bro. How do I do it? So we are going to give you a full list of things you can try to get the ball rolling and get you manifesting your ideal life. So number one, numero uno on your manifestation journey is get clear on what you want, because vague goals bring vague results. I want you to write out exactly what you want in vivid detail. Get specific about the outcome and how it would feel to have it. If you want a house on the water in Newport, Rhode Island on Ocean Ave, I want you to visualize that house in every specific detail you can. I want you to feel how good it's going to feel to invite your best friends over for Friendsgiving at that house. Don't be vague. We need to be precise in what we want to manifest. So after we've written that down, number two is I want you to create a daily visualization practice. Spend just 5 to 10 minutes a day. We've all got 5 to 10 minutes. I know we're all busy. We got kids, we're changing diapers, we're closing deals, we're lifting weights. We got a lot going on. I can assure you, you've got 5 to 10 minutes a day to start a visualization practice. And all I want you to do for that 5 to 10 minutes is just visualize your desired reality as if it's already happening. Picture the sights, picture the sounds, picture the smells, and most importantly, feel the emotions involved. Whatever that scene is, see it in vivid detail. If it's that house that you want to buy on the big hill in the nicest part of town for you and your family, I want you to visualize the day you get the keys from the realtor, opening that door, the feeling of the doorknob as you open it, the unbelievable rush of happiness, joy, and pride that flows through your body as you're stepping through that doorway into that house for the first time. I want you to visualize your kids running around that house and playing tag. Visualize the scene in vivid detail. Number three is I want you to also use affirmations, but I want you to use affirmations that feel true. So pick statements that feel empowering and believable. For example, I'm becoming more confident each day versus I am a millionaire. because that feels a little too far off for some of us. Maybe not for all of you. And if you're already a millionaire, then you actually don't need that affirmation. Maybe you should be saying, I am a multimillionaire. Pick an affirmation and say it out loud on a daily basis, but make it feel true. Number 4, feel the emotions first. Manifestation isn't just about thinking, it's about feeling. So I want you to get into the emotional state you believe that this outcome would give you. Maybe it's gratitude, maybe it's excitement, maybe it's peace. Feel it while you are doing your visualization. Feel it while you're doing your affirmations. All right, guys. Number 5, write it down. Write it down daily. So what I want you to do is start a journaling practice. And we have talked about this on the show before, the importance of writing things down. Journal what you're calling into your life and why. And this will anchor your intention. Try scripting, writing a journal entry as if your dream has already happened. So you see how we're kind of like layering this? We're visualizing it with our eyes closed for 5 to 10 minutes a day. And we're also affirming it out loud with our voice vocally. And we're writing it down. All these different verticals, all these different ways of manifesting are sending their own separate vibration into the universe. And the more we can send these vibrations out there, the more likely they are to return into our reality. All right, guys. Number 6, the number 6 way to get started with manifestation is clear what's in the way. I want you to notice your limiting beliefs or maybe your old stories that contradict what you want. I want you to replace I never get what I want with everything is always working out for me. So we just need to be a little bit self-aware of our thoughts, of our beliefs. And when they pop up, the ones that don't serve us, we need to be quick to stand up for ourselves. Stand up for yourself the way you would stand up for a friend. If you were around somebody and they started talking badly about your friends and they said, oh, he'll never make it, he doesn't have what it takes, I want you to stand up for yourself the same way you would stand up for that friend in that situation. Think of that negative voice in your head as something separate from you. It's something that's trying to tear you down. It's something that's trying to limit your greatness. And when you hear that voice, it's imperative that you counteract it with a positive affirmation. All right, guys, number 7, I want you to take aligned action. So all this manifestation, it's important, but you still have to make the move, right? Manifestation works best when paired with consistent action that matches your vision. So start with small, doable steps, but make sure they align with your affirmations and your visualizations. We can't just sit there in our chair and meditate and visualize and affirm and journal all day. We have to pair it with the action that's going to bring these things into fruition. All right, number 8 is surround yourself with aligned energy. Who you spend time with and what you consume matters. Listen to podcasts, read books, and hang out with people who uplift and inspire. And for myself, this makes me think of my mastermind group. And I have a once a month mastermind group with 3 other entrepreneurs who I really respect, 3 incredibly ambitious people that take a ton of action towards their hopes, their dreams, and their goals. And when I go into this event, when I'm on the way to this, there's a bit of discomfort, to be honest with you. And I think it's because whenever we're growing, whenever there's growth involved in a situation, whether it's weightlifting, running, or academics, there's always going to be a little bit of discomfort. And I think the discomfort I feel going to this mastermind, knowing that these people are going to push me to my limits, knowing that I'm going to hear about all the amazing things they're doing, and it's then going to force me to take more action in my own life. That's where the discomfort comes from, and it's a healthy discomfort. It's the same type of discomfort that you face on the squat rack. It's the same type of discomfort you face when you run that extra lap at the track. Discomfort just goes hand in hand with growth. And if we surround ourselves with people that uplift us and inspire us, there's going to be a little bit of discomfort in that because there's going to be a little bit of jealousy and all the cool things they're doing. But you must remind yourself that their greatness is rubbing off on you. It's wearing off on you in those moments, and you're taking a little bit of their ambition with you when you leave those moments. All right, guys. Number 9 is practice detachment. Manifestation isn't about clinging to these goals. I want you to want it, believe it's coming, but then release the pressure. Trust in timing and stay open to how it all unfolds. So have the goal, manifest it, journal it, affirm it, and then let it go. Because it's not going to come into your life the exact way you think it is. So I want you to really be detached from the how, be detached from the timing of it all, and just stay focused on taking the action you can take. And number 10 is celebrate the small wins. We have to acknowledge our progress, even the tiniest steps. It's been proven time and time again in studies and science that what motivates us the most is taking note of our accomplishments. If we see momentum, if we see progress, we're much more likely to continue taking steps forward. This trains our brain to expect good things, and it builds belief that more of those good things are on the way. There you go, guys. This has been 10 ways to get started on your manifestation journey. They may not all speak to you. Take one or two and start putting it into action on a regular basis. And I think what you'll find is that you wind up taking more action towards these goals, because the manifesting, the journaling, the affirming, it instills a self-belief that these things are possible. And we're only going to take the massive action necessary to attain them if we're taking massive action. That didn't make sense. We're only going to take the massive action necessary to obtain these goals if we believe they're possible. You know, you say a lot of words on a podcast, and not all of them are going to go so well. I think I probably had a pretty good string of, 1,000 words or so leading into that sentence that were going really well. And, we had a sentence that didn't go so well. My brain just kind of farted. I had a little bit of a malfunction mid-sentence, and we're not going to edit that out because we are authentic. We're our authentic selves here on the playbook. And I know you guys are out there listening authentically, which I appreciate. So there you go, guys. Put some of that into action. And as always, this is your weekly reminder. There will be resistance, whether it's laziness, self-doubt, or something else, to the important work in your life this week. When you feel that resistance, acknowledge that enemy, lean into your why, and take action anyway. Make sure to follow Persistence Playbook on whatever podcast platform you are listening right now so you can keep up with all of the episodes that we release every single Tuesday. And I will catch you all next week.